It's Sunday, August 3rd.
3、2、1。
Lights on! Colorful lights illuminate the darkened room.
あー、綺麗。本物のお星様みたい。そうかね。頑張った甲斐があったわ。屋上で見た星空を思い出すわ。
We asked Rikka to come here today for the first illumination of the lights. I wish we could have had Meguru-chan here too, but she unfortunately had work. It's even better than I expected. They are just light bulbs. But we've even changed the color of the lights to match the stars they represent. The stars we've made from paper and wire look great. What do you think, Osaka? How did it come out?
再現度。
She gives me a strong thumbs up.
これ全部あなたたちが作ったのよね。本当にすごいわ。
There's still more to be surprised about. I flip a switch.
星が星座ごとに点滅しだしたわ。
That was your idea, wasn't it? You mentioned we could try to make an illumination show event.
実現できたのね。あなたがやったの？
I wish I could say I did, but the setup and programming were done by the engineering club. I figured it'd be easy enough to get the light bulbs to light up in turn. But when I looked it up, it turns out that you need a good amount of know-how to be able to get them to flash in unison. I didn't have the time to teach myself everything, so I asked the engineering club. They had apparently just made something similar 2 years ago, and they let me use that setup.
本当に潮なぎの夜の海辺にいるようです。ここまでできたのは皆さんのおかげです。どうお礼を言えばいいものか。
Okiara-senpai is tearing up a little. Thank you very much. I'm getting a little emotional too at seeing the display actually work. But let's save all that happiness for the day of, once we have lots of people seeing this.
そうですね。そのためにもいっぱい宣伝しなくちゃだね。
Yeah, we'll have to make posters and flyers.
星を描く。私も何描こうかな。絵を描くための資料ならこのカメラにいっぱい入ってるわよ。今日は時間あるし、私も手伝うわ。みんなでお絵描きね。キャンプの時を思い出すわね。
No Mozart this time, alright?
忘れたの？キラキラ星変奏曲はモーツァルトよ。
I can never escape him, can I? But he's tied to when we went to buy sheet music together and when we went to the beach when she was worried about playing for us. Thinking about it that way, Mozart might be just another thing that helped connect Rikka and me. Rikka looks at me and smiles. She must have thought the same thing. Let's keep going all the way to the end. Rikka and I go to the music classroom after finishing with committee work for the day. Meguru-chan isn't here. She's got work far away today, so there's no practice.
久しぶりね。音楽室で二人っきりになるの。
That's true. Come here, Rikka. I sit down in a chair and point to my lap. We've been so busy lately, we've barely been able to do anything other than secretly holding hands.
あなたに甘えたいって気持ち、ずっと我慢してたの。
She sits on my lap facing me and wraps her arms around the back of my neck. Our eyes are just about level. Her happy smile's right there before my eyes.
あなたの匂い、いっぱいする。この匂い、すごく好き。
She presses herself against me and starts rubbing herself on me. Her breasts press against me with every kiss. It feels so nice.
こうしてあなたに抱きついてギュッてするとね、心がとってもポカポカするの。大好き。
She shows me her love directly with her words and actions, over and over as if to mark them on my body.
私、最近何もかもが充実してて、とても楽しいの。
Yeah, I can tell just watching, but it's weird when you think about it. You were so cold at first, and now you're acting like this for me.
だってそれはあなたが甘えていいって。
I've gotten really used to seeing her go red from just a little teasing too. Rikka's actually a normal girl her age who gets angry, smiles and sulks. And she likes to be spoiled too. You can do it as much as you want. I love everything about you, including this side of you.
その笑顔で言うのはずるいわ。
Why not?
私の大好きな笑顔なんだもの。そんな顔で言われたらキュンキュンきちゃう。だから私もちょっとだけ仕返し。
She stares into my eyes from up close and then her lips touch mine.
私もあなたの全部が大好きよ。ねえ、もっといっぱいキスしたい。今までできなかった分も。
She hungrily places kiss after kiss on my lips. We peck at each other's lips over and over, then eventually bring our tongues together and exchange saliva. All that can be heard in the music classroom is the rustling of our clothes and our breathing, and the sounds of our passionate kissing.
全身で涼介成分を補充中。
Ryosuke supply?
私はね、こうしてあなたの成分を補充しないと死んじゃうの。
Haha, Rikka, didn't you know? My body's made up pretty much all by you.
あなたもこうしないと死んじゃうの？
Bet I would.
お互い大変なことになるわね。満タンにしましょう。
She rubs herself against me again and places her lips on mine.
あなたの体大きくて男の子らしくて好き。もっとギュッてして。
I can, but if we keep going...
したくなっちゃった。
Yeah.
そのね、私も今すごくエッチな気分だから、あなたの家で。
She looks dreamily up at me, her eyes wet and her cheeks flushed. I don't think I'll be able to wait until we get to my place after seeing her like this. How about here?
ここって音楽室でってこと？
She goes even redder when I nod.
でもまだ人が残ってるし、もし誰かに見られちゃったら。
This room's soundproofed, right? No one's gonna notice if there's just a little sound.
そうかもしれないけど、学校でなんて恥ずかしいわ。周りが気になってあなたとのエッチにも集中できないと思うし。
Can't focus. Oh, I've got a good idea. You know, there is a way for you to not be embarrassed, so you can focus on it. ふふふ。
何その笑み。あまりいい予感がしないんだけど。
Now, now, just let me handle things. Whoa!
まさかネクタイで目隠しされるなんて。何考えてるのよ。こんなの余計に。
Well, looks like it's time for another cut. So, I'll see you in a second. It's Tuesday, August 5th. Oh! I cry out appreciatively at the sight before me. Oh, Rikka and Meguru-chan are wearing the dresses made for them for the Shio Academy Fest. They're trying on the newly finished dresses for the first time.
バッチリでしょ
Yes, they are! Thank you very much.
どうしてあなたがお礼を言ってるのよ
I just couldn't help it from how moved I am. It fits you perfectly. It's really nice and pretty.
ありがとう先輩私もどうですか
She twirls once. The hem of her dress flutters beautifully through the air, like a mermaid's tail. You look cute too, Meguru-chan. It looks great on you.
ありがとうございます部長さん素敵な衣装を作ってくださってありがとうございましたいいのよ私たちこそ衣装を作らせてくれてありがとね思ってた通りコス部の最高傑作になったわいやーいい仕事した後は栄養ドリンクがうまいすみません部長徹夜明けでテンション高いんです徹夜してまでこのドレスをお気になさらずいつものことと言いますかスケジュール崩壊は基本と言いますか部長のこだわりは半端なくて今回は特にそれがひどくて散徹しただけですので3日も寝てないんですか仮眠はちゃんと取ったわよ30分ほどね
That's barely any different from not getting any sleep at all.
中途半端なものを鳴沢さんたちに着せるわけにも世の中に出すわけにもいかないでしょそのためなら我が身を削るのも本望よ
I thought she was kinda weird, but she's definitely a professional. I can't help but respect her.
そういうわけなのでちょっと部長を保健室で寝かせてきますありがとう大切に着させてもらうわね
Seeing you two wear those dresses really makes me feel like the time's finally come.
明日が潮学フェスだものね私が帰ってきてからもう半月も経つんですねすぐだった気がします
Maybe it's because those days have been just that fulfilling for you.
ですねお姉ちゃんとこうしてまた弾けるようになりましたし先輩には本当に感謝です一昨日からお礼を言われてばっかりね
It makes me feel a bit ticklish, not like I have actually done that much. Whether it's Rikka or Osaka and Okihara-senpai, it's all thanks to their own hard work. All I did was lend just a bit of a helping hand. Oh, look at the time, I gotta get back. Good luck with practice, you two. Rikka's been exempted from committee work today, so she can focus entirely on practicing. It's a considerate arrangement on Ishizuka-san's part.
はいありがとうございますあなたもねいってらっしゃい頑張ってくださいね
I step out as soothing melodies begin to sound from the music classroom. Let's do this. I pump myself up and step forward. Everything appears to be as stated in your submitted paperwork. There are no issues. Let's all make this a fun Tanabata festival together. I bow and excuse myself from the Tanabata festival preparations taking place in the classroom.
あとどれくらい残ってるの?
We might not be able to go home if we keep going at this rate. I let out a sigh when I look at the unchecked items on the list. We're doing a final check of the festival displays. We need to compare what's being made or put onto the paperwork that's been submitted to check for differences, deficiencies, or things that need to be changed. We also need to make sure any cooking equipment and such are being used correctly and so on, as well as finalize plans for the day off. Ticking off every little thing on the checklist is taking an unexpectedly long time. I think I get why Shuichi looked like he was on his deathbed earlier.
こればっかりは前もってするのは難しいもんね。
You can go home whenever, Shinozaki. Your parents are gonna worry if you end up staying the night, right?
最後まで一緒にやりたいな。私も行事委員だもん。
Okay, then let's do it. But let your family know if it looks like we're gonna be here late, alright?
わかってるよ。
She responds with a smile. Well, it's Shinozaki we're talking about, so I'm not actually too worried.
でもよかったね。大坂さんと沖原さんの出し物が完成して。
Yeah, it is. We finished making the posters and flyers today at around noon. We got the posters okayed by the student council, ran the flyers through a copier, and the others told us they could handle putting up the posters themselves, so we started on other committee work.
お客さんいっぱい来てくれるかな?
We've done everything we can. All we can do is just keep doing that tomorrow too.
呼び込み頑張るね。
Just make sure you don't end up on the receiving end, alright? I feel like you'd get dragged away somewhere pretty easily.
どうしてそういうこと言うかな?
Alright, let's get to the next one. I need a break. I slump against the wall. The wall feels nice and cool against my back. But man, we are seriously not gonna finish this. It was probably a good idea to split up. Shinozaki and I decided to split up after we both became familiar enough with the checks. But there are still a lot of items left on the list. There were a few things that needed to be rechecked too, which means it's looking like this is going to take even longer than expected. I wanna see Rikka. I bet seeing her would blow all my fatigue away in an instant.
呼んだ?
Touch! I feel something cold against my cheek. It's a can of milk tea.
会いに来ちゃった。お疲れ様。はい、差し入れ。
Thanks. I was actually just thinking I was thirsty. I can feel the cold spreading through me.
委員会室に行ってもいないし、少し探しちゃった。
Rikka leans against the wall next to me and pulls the tap on her own can of milk tea. What about practice?
ちょっと休憩。あなたの顔が見たくなったの。そしたら、同じようなことをつぶやいてる人がいたわ。
She smiles bashfully.
仕事はどう?
It's going steady, is what I want to say, but I think this is gonna take a while. I might have to stay the night. How about you?
今日はめぐると二人で納得するまで弾くつもりよ。でもやっぱり私も少しそっちを手伝った方がいいかしら。
You've got something only you can do right now, right? I pat her on the head to reassure her. Though if you want to do something for me, then could you come see me on your break again? Seeing your face gets me motivated.
私もあなたに元気いっぱいもらいに行くわね。
She places her head on my shoulder and rubs her cheek on me. We're in the hallway, you know.
今は誰もいないでしょ。
That's true. We are the only ones here as far as I can see. Maybe it's because this hallway is a bit far from the rest of the school. Rikka glances around again and... Tastes like milk tea.
頑張ってね。無理はしないで。
Think I could get the kiss as a bonus every time you come see me?
またそんなこと言っても、誰もいなければね。あなたはどうしてくれるの？
How about I hold you tight?
どういう風に？
She looks up at me pleadingly. She's gotten better at this since we started dating. She's so incredibly cute. Like this. I pull her close and wrap myself tightly around her.
高い。
It's almost a bit hot actually. The hallway's pretty warm already from the summer sunlight streaming in.
デリカシー。
Haha, sorry. Isn't this enough for you to forgive me? I pat the back of her head.
許してあげる。
She's so happy that I'm sure she'd be wagging her tail if she had one. And she looks despondent when I stop petting her.
もうちょっとだけ撫でてもらってもいい？
Sure. Pet, pet. She closes her eyes dreamily.
あなたに頭撫でてもらうの好き。とってもいい気持ち。
I like petting Rikka's hair too. Her hair has a nice sweet fragrance and it feels silky and smooth. And so our breaks also became valuable to us in a way other than rest.